I just want to make a video sharing a couple thoughts I had about what's needed besides the things that I mentioned already about needing a caregiver, another caregiver, and needing fundraising and material support. Just in general, I think for me, but probably for most ME/CFS patients, the biggest thing is being able to have hope from seeing that there's going to be a treatment on the horizon, and not even a total cure, just any treatment. And if you're following me, you probably already know like how low the research funding is for this disease. Posted about it relative to how much it should be. Just so it's like 15 million a year, which is like nothing. And based on disease burden estimates and how much it affects people, like a literal quantitative measure, it has been calculated that should be about $500 million actually. It's 15 million, should be like 18 times that. That's a huge difference. It's not like a small margin of error. But why isn't it bigger? Like, I mean, take me for example. I'm basically bedridden. Everything I focus on is kind of how to survive individually and deal with my immediate needs. I don't really have enough energy to protest or anything. And so that's what this video is about. Like, if people are interested in helping a lot, how they could really help and be an ally. I'm trying to keep this short, but it's a big topic, so maybe I'll do a couple different videos. I really think that we need a ton more allies in ME/CFS activism, and I wonder why there aren't more. And to be charitable, my mind jumps to a couple things. One is that people who are already willing to help or care about this because they have a family member are already busy doing caregiving. That's one reason. But I think another reason is people don't know what to do, and they don't want to be presumptuous. And this is like, I think, a big problem, because I think a lot of, I don't know, kind of online disability movements have been so strident, which I think stridency and being extreme is a good thing when you're directing it towards institutions that are oppressive, like the NIH. But a lot of people are like put off by stridency, where people are like yelling at allies for not being perfect or not using the right terminology or something like that, or these like small things. I don't know, it almost is like comes from a certain small but vocal subsection of the online disability movement. But so people might assume that, oh, I don't want to step on the toes of people with ME/CFS. I don't want to be a savior or whatever. But I assure you, in this case, this is a case where we absolutely so desperately need allies. We need allies to lead, even to some extent, just with guidance. Disability movements, I mean, we need allies to even literally take our place in protest, because we are not able to be physically present. And we need allies to organize things because of our cognitive issues. And so this is not a case where anyone, I think, is going to get chastised or yelled at for stepping on the toes of people or doing something like imperfect in a disability movement. It's much more the case that we really want people desperately who have healthy bodies or somewhat healthier bodies to use them, and healthy brains to use them, and to do radical activism, um, and some forms of non-radical reformist activism, like working with elected officials. But this is just such a desperate need to increase NIH funding, and I can go into some of the specific protests, but my main point is if you want to help and you have like any free time, I mean, and you have any experience organizing, or even if you don't, I absolutely, we need people like you. And um, I just hope people haven't gotten the impression that that would be some kind of overreach or anything like that.